friends from our donor communities. Thank you for coming. I think suggestions you have made is very important and very pertinent, and I think we will seriously look into your suggestions and the kind of support you have promised. I know basically when we talk about investment summit, this is basically to attract private investors. But I think your support and encouragement in this regard is very crucial. That is why we invited you in this meeting, and in coming days we will invite you further. I think your experience, because you are working in Nepal, so based on your experience, whatever suggestion you have provided, that is important for us. Also, based on your experience, you can relate it to the potential investor who might ask for your support and suggestions, because you are working here. You also make investment, even though you are providing support to Nepal, but you are intimately involved in it, and you know the problem, you know the hurdles, and you have suggested it. Basically, from your suggestion, I think you mentioned about the mission, vision. Of course, that is important. This is just the preliminary things. Don't go by this, whatever is written there. We'll revise this, and that title will not be this. Basically, it will not be. Title will have a different title, which is unique. But of course, when we talk about vision, mission is basic objectives. It is basically to say that Nepal is a good destination for investment. You are right. We can't just say that, okay, come for hydropower, come for tourism. Of course, that's important. Even if you have all the good rules, if there is no opportunities there in terms of investment, rule only will not make them come here. That's why we have to say, okay, tourism is a potential, hydropower is potential. If there is no hydropower potential, how much good rule you make, they will not come, of course. But you can't just say that we have hydropower if you don't have good rules, and then they will come. So we need both. We need to have a potential at the same time to make sure that they feel comfortable about investing. They feel good about it. So that is important. So from that perspective, we have said this before. We have 4 major important investment potential. We will say that. But we will also wanted to make sure that they feel comfortable and they feel that they can make money. Then they will come. So that's why I think we say hydropower, tourism, agro-business, IT. IT is also a very important sector, and younger are in it. So these are 4 major areas of investment opportunity, but at the same time, as I think from representation from UNDP mentioned, SMEs, small investors, investing in a small businesses, so south to south, and they know, it may not be, it is not for big investors, but for the smaller investor, there is also big opportunity. I think our JICA colleagues is a very good point. We need to listen to the investors, of course, how they feel about us. Unless we do that, if we ignore that, then we will not realize investment. So we will do that. We will also have meeting with our own major Nepali investors, including this non-resident Nepali. At the same time, those who are already investing in Nepal, they may have their own, grudges and complaints, good experience and bad experience. We will listen to them as well, what they feel about it, in terms of our regulation, in terms of our law, in terms of our working styles. Maybe we need to change that. So we will listen to them as well. Based on that, I think their experience, if we can erase their bad experience, then the potential investors will also feel comfortable and they will spread the good words. So we'll do that. And of course, another friend said that why come to Nepal in comparison to Sri Lanka, Vietnam, or some other country, Bangladesh. So we have to make sure that it is a competing world. So we have, there is more demand and limited supply. So we have to make sure that they choose us. So that is a difficult, most difficult thing. But I think unless we do that, investment will not increase substantially. So that is in our mind. That is why what we are focusing is during this 4 month, we'll focus on whatever obstacles that we have in terms of laws, in terms of regulation, in terms of our attitude, in terms of our day-to-day, approach towards private investors, those who are confronting day-to-day basis. So we are working to remove those obstacles, so that in coming April we can say that these are the things we already made a difference. So that is what we wanted to do, but it's not easy job. I should confess, it's hard job, but I guess we'll make progress. I will not say there will be a sea change, but we'll make a progress in terms of laws regarding this, money laundering issues. The one major hurdle why they put us in a 1 year thing, kind of thing, is because of that law that is already in the parliament. Because of some technical reason that was not passed, it will be passed in this winter. And then there are other things you mentioned about regarding to facilitate the investment, country rating. We'll finish that before the summit. We are already in touch with relevant institutions. We'll do that. At the same time, you talk about offshore, issues. We will come up. We are already discussing with the ADB. We will, come up with a solution regarding that. And also about that you mentioned about this different investment instrument, new instrument. We are not used to it. So we want to introduce those at least to begin with, so that future investors feel that okay, we can use different instrument, this green bond and many other things that we are also working on that. So, based on this, uh, we want to make sure that this coming investment summit is tangible and a departure from the past. For that to happen, I think because you have a lot of experience, expertise, and resources as well, so we will be asking you your support in terms of making it technically and making sure that we have all those things in place in terms of preparation, whatever the obstacles and hurdles. To remove that, we may need your support. At the same time, to bring those potential investors as well, we need your support. We'll make, of course, a group, a subgroup to work with our donor friends. We'll also make subgroup with the private investors, those who are already here, including Nepali and foreigners, so that they also feel a difference. So they can also help us to bring others. So these are the things we are trying to do. At the same time, because now private sector internationally, globally also, I think will contribute in terms of this green investment. From that perspective also, we like to see that some of those investment, private sector investment, comes to Nepal as part of this green investment. Of course, we have to make it sure that it's more conducive environment for that. You talk about the insurance thing, climate risk kind of things. Of course, this climate risk is there everywhere. We have also, especially because of the impact that we are facing in the mountains and things like that. So we need to make sure that we integrate our work from that perspective as well. So I am hoping that your support will be very crucial to make this summit successful. As far as this spring meeting, you mentioned about World Bank spring meeting, we will make sure that this tentative date we can change few days here or there based on World Bank spring meeting as well. So I think this is the thing I have to say, and I think I will be calling you in few days for different reason. For this earthquake related issue, I'll just flag up. Initially we thought that we can handle ourselves, given the initial this report. But later on, what we came to know is there's in terms of this houses, buildings, the substantial damage and not good for living. So from that perspective, I think it is initial estimate is around $700 million if I convert it to dollar. That means it's a huge resources, $700-800 million, and from our past support when earthquake happened, so that kind of resources is used given our resource constraint for reconstruction. For these temporary shelters and others we are doing on our own, and of course there are small support from our donors as well. But I think to do this reconstruction, we are looking for your support. So in that regard, I will ask you to, I will invite you and present you in detail what is the situation, how Nepal government will contribute, and our expectation from you as well. Thank you very much.